Welcome to Circuito Internazionale Napoli. This is the replay of the cancelled round at Lonato of the WSK Supermaster Series. A month ago to the day, to the minute, almost, where the snow cancelled the show in Lonato, but we are here in Sarno on the first day of April. First of all, happy Easter to everyone watching us live all around the world. This, the replay of the second event of the WSK Supermaster Series at one of the most legendary racetracks on earth. On screen, you are looking at the 1,547 metre layout of the Sarno circuit that sits at the base of one of the most famous volcanoes in the world. You think of volcanic eruptions, Krakatoa, Mount Fuji and Vesuvius, which last erupted in 1944 and of course 2,000 years ago. That gave us the historic ancient ruins of Pompeii. Good afternoon, this is Ian Silvestrin bringing you live coverage of our four finals here at Sarno. On an overcast day, we had torrential rain this morning, but the track is now dry. You can see the cloud cover clearing, and that, to the bottom right of your screen, is the spectacular UNESCO site that is Mount Vesuvius that towers 1,281 metres above this super quick Sarno International Circuit. Those are the karts on screen. The junior final is just a few moments away from erupting into life. And to the center of your screen, yes, you can see this is not Formula One. Yes, we have grid girls, and here in Naples, I can tell you, they are absolutely beautiful. They dominate the screen as we concentrate on Kirill Small, who starts on the outside of the front row. Of course, he won the first round of the series at Adria, but he doesn't start on pole position. That honor will go to the boy from Sao Paulo, o menino do Brasil, the boy from Brazil, Gabriel Bortoleto, the 355 CRG. Ironically, his grandparents left Italy after World War II. They went to make a new life in South America. His grandparents actually came from the Naples region. Bortoleto starts this one on pole position alongside Kirill Small, who leads the championship coming into this penultimate round of the series. The race will be held over 13 laps, which is just on 20 kilometres. It's a super quick track. So you look at Hadrian David, 330. He won 2 weeks ago at La Conca Muro Lecese World Circuit, and he's certainly in contention for a win also this afternoon, starting out of grid number 3. Starts alongside Zach O'Sullivan. That is Gabriel Mini on screen, who is 346. Starts out of grid number 5. Qualified second fastest on Friday night. The boy from Sicily, last year's Supermaster Series champion in the mini category. As the mechanics prepare to push these karts into life, the beautiful Napolitana grid, or Napolitane, trying to think of the plural in Italian. That is Zach O'Sullivan on screen, 325 from London in England. The girls from Napoli, let's keep it in English, in Naples in fact. They leave the circuit and we take a moment to appreciate their presence. Dino Beganovic, 313 for Ward Racing, has not been out of the top 5 this weekend. The Swede for the Swedish team, run by Joachim Ward, who as a driver himself finished 7th in the 1988 World Championships exactly 30 years ago. Or was it 5th? 5th or 7th, one or the other. I know that Luca Baduev was in that race also. Luca finishing 7th, I believe, and Joachim 5th, both here this weekend. And Joachim certainly has got his team up and firing. Dino Beganovic to start out of grid number 6. Jetpack Jack Crawford from Houston, Texas in the USA. His mechanic, the legendary Simone Sorio, who in the past has had such drivers as David Foray, also was mechanic for Michael Schumacher on numerous occasions. Maya Weg from Holland, who now lives outside of Valencia, where her father, Jeroen, watches on nervously. Now live coverage of this, the junior final. A problem for Bortoleto getting that TM-powered CRG fired up. He does do so, though. He'll have to rejoin midway through the field. The field go up the back straight. Bortoleto will start from pole position. Welcome to our coverage of the WSK Supermaster Series here at Sarno. What a spectacular circuit it is, one of the fastest in world karting. And this racing will be absolutely dynamite. This is the grid. Bortoleto alongside Small. Adrian David, Zacko, Sullivan, Beganovic, Mini. Jetpack Jack alongside Maya. Evan Malay, the Frenchman, alongside Norton Andreasen on the fifth row of the grid. Then we have Victor Bernier alongside Alex Dunn from Dublin in Ireland for Forza Racing. Marcus Aman, the Finn, alongside Josep Maria Marti. Paul Aron, the Estonian, Luca Bosco for Manetti Motorsport. Luca Griggs, where his mother and Auntie Maria are watching on from the Pagan Beach Cafe. And it's Murray Boyer, Kayaski from London, Tuukka Tappinen, Lorenz Van Oppen, Federico Albanese, Alessandro Cenedese, Bantov, Resico, Balzarotti, Dufek, the Colombian, Diego Contecha, Thomas Nepfiel, the Canadian, who was pretty impressive this morning, Loris Cabarrou, Kasperis Sixnellis, Matthew Rees, the Welshman, and Colin Queen from Orange County, California, USA, scrapes into the final on grid number 34. So the field form up, that is Kirill Small. Looking around, Zacko Sullivan, there's Dino Beganovic, and I can tell you why they're looking, because Gabriel Bortoleto is not there with them. Looking out the window, I hate to tell you this, Gabriel Bortoleto has stepped out of his CRG, but has now rejoined in the front of the field. Sensation here at Napoli. Well, Bortoleto was slow to leave the grid. He had a problem on the formation lap, does slot into position finally. Nervous wait for the CRG team. Will we go green this time? We're in the hands of our race director, Mr. Alessandro Ferrari. Bortoleto, a ragged couple of formation laps, but he does lead the field away from pole position. What a sensation for the Brazilian. We are green for the final here at Sarno. They race up the back straight. Adrian David immediately into second place. Oh, what a start for Bortoleto. Do you think the young boy from Brazil is stressed or what? Can he put that tension into action here this afternoon? He leads the opening lap. Adrian David in second. Then it's Kirill Small. Back to Gabriel Mini, Zacko Sullivan in P5, the Englishman for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. Through the Pentafuels hairpin, for the first time we've already lost two karts. The far part of the circuit, Albanese. Make that three, Diego Contecha and Luca Griggs also out. Oh, a disaster for the Colombian, the Italian, and the Englishman. We're down to 31 runners. Colin Queen did not make the start. We're down to 30. The American, after doing so well to make the final, joins the other three. We've got 4 retirements, and Bortoleto, after a hectic roll-up formation lap, almost did not make the start. He was slow out the pit lane as well. Now does lead. What a sensation. Look at the freight train all the way back to 20th spot. Let's check the order. Bortoleto, Adrian David, the last round winner at Le Conca. Kirill Small, Gabriel Mini, Zacko Sullivan, Beganovic, Crawford, Veg, Malay, Norton Andreasen. The Swede rounds out the 10. Just ahead of Marti, Bernier, Aman, Boya, Pizzi, Ron, Bosco, Van Oppen, Cenedesi and Tappinen. Ragged into the Bet Italy.it hairpin. Bortoleto is pulling away now. Gabriel Mini up into second spot. Adrian David, it's been pushed back. There is Zacko Sullivan. They come across the line. There is Bortoleto from Mini and Zacko Sullivan. Adrian David, we're looking for the French driver. Falling down through the order, was running in position number 7. Number 2, I should say. And he's now fallen outside the top 10. He's in position number 17. In fact, so Adrian David, involved in a second lap skirmish there, has fallen outside. He's barely in the top 20. There is Mini. There is Zacko Sullivan and Dino Beganovic. rounds out the first for a scrappy, messy start to this final here at Sarno. Zach O'Sullivan for Ricky Flynn Motorsport just ahead of Dino Boganovic for Ward Racing. Gabriel Mini in second place. That's him in the Paralink kart. We'll keep you up to date with the virtual championship standings as well throughout this final here this afternoon. Mini from O'Sullivan and Boganovic, they are starting to catch the race leader, Gabriel Bortoleto. Pizzi comes across the line in P9, back to Small from the front row of the grid. Kirill Small in 10th spot ahead of Van Oppen. Bosco in 12th, Boyer, Dufek, Adrien up to 15th. So not a good start for the French driver. Gabriel Mini closes in on the back of the Brazilian, Zach O'Sullivan. The English driver trying to close in on the back of the two Italian-speaking drivers. Of course, Gabriel, Portuguese is the first language. He lives in Brazil, Italian heritage, driving for the Italian CRG team. And he now leads the final here at Naples. Mini got a superb run out of the hairpin. Will he put it up the inside of the CRG? There is no space on that part of the circuit, but Bortoleto runs wide. He's vulnerable. Watch O'Sullivan in third. Gabriel Mini, the boy from Sicily, down the inside, takes the lead. O'Sullivan follows him through. Boganovic up to third. Gabriel Bortoleto from the lead back to position 4. Maya Veg, the girl from Holland, that's her in the LKE Luxor kart. She's in position 5. Can the girl take it to the boys in front of her? They run 1, 2, 3, and 4. But Maya, winner of the WSK Final Cup at Adria in 2016, she's absolutely flying. She's on the back of Bortoleto. Maya Veg goes through into position number 4. Boganovic back to 5th. Bortoleto's back on the podium. Look at the freight train here at Sarno. Mini from O'Sullivan. Bortoleto, Maya P4. She is one step off the podium. And Dino Boganovic rounds out the 5. A sensational start to the final. Maya Veg up the inside. She's on the podium. The LKE Luxor kart goes into P3. Bortoleto gets back 4th spot. Eva Malay is coming to play. The Frenchman now in position 6 and in touch with the leaders. We go back to Jetpack Jack, Francesco Pizzi, Kirill Small, and Lorenz Van Hoppen rounds out the 10. What a sensational start to the final here at the foot of Mount Vesuvius. The sun comes out to shine, and it is the boy from Sicily, the plain white helmet of the Paralin team driver, Gabriel Mini, who now leads from the driver from London, England, Zach O'Sullivan. Maya Veg, she's taking it to the boys, and she's in position number 3. Out of the Bet Italy hairpin, we are approaching half race distance. The final of the WSK Super Masters Series. It has been a sensational start. Here in the sunshine this afternoon, the rain has dissipated. We are on a dry track, and the rubber once again is starting to be painted on the circuit as Malay now gets past Bortoleto, Boganovic, Pizzi, Crawford 8, Small 9, and Van Oppen rounds out the 10. The Canadian Thomas Notval is driving superbly. He's in position 12, one spot ahead of little Luca Bosco, Muddy Boyer, and Kyaski, also for Ricky Flynn Motorsport, also from London in England, rounds out the top 15. The field formed through. There's Crawford going through, just ahead of Kirill Small, the Russian from the front of the grid. Hadrian David looking for the French driver, but we won't find him. I can tell you the winner of the Leconca round of the series is a retirement. He is out. He joins the Finn Tappanen. Unfortunately, Alex Dunn from Dublin in Ireland is also a retirement. And on the opening lap, we lost Queen, Contecha, Albanese, and Griggs. The field comes streaming across the line. Lorenz Van Hoppen goes through. Josh Dufek, the German, one spot outside the top 10 with the Canadian Thomas right behind him in the Birolart. The front 5, make it a battle for the front 6 because Dino Boganovic is also involved in it as well. Gabriel Mini, I should say, is your race leader. Qualified second on Friday night. with a 58.995 pole position, 58.840 for Bortoleto, the Brazilian. Fastest qualifier on Friday night, but currently he's off the podium. Evan Millay for the World Championship VDK Racing Team. They won that title in 2016 with Victor Martins. The race in the desert, Evan Millay is up into position number 4. There's Maya Veg, she's catching the leaders. Zach O'Sullivan, 325, Ricky Flynn Motorsport goes through up the back straight. They're touching well over 120 k's an hour. Gabriel Mini, the Sicilian, down, takes the wide line. That is Maya Veg on screen. It's a Sicilian driver leading. Maya Veg, she's driving for a Sicilian racing team. She's got the LKE-powered Luxor kart from Sicily in 3rd place, and she's catching the all-English team of Zach O'Sullivan and Ricky Flynn Motorsport. Evan Millay, fastest first sector of the entire race. The Frenchman for the Belgian team, VDK Racing, he's in P4 as the cloud cover just starts to get a little bit heavier here at Sarno. We have well and truly passed half race distance, 4 laps to go at the end of this one. Maya Veg, the Luxor kart, working superbly. She's almost able to get the slipstream of Zach O'Sullivan. Up the back straight, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Mini, O'Sullivan, Veg, Millay, and Bortoleto, o Menino do Brasil, off the podium in position number 5. Zach O'Sullivan driving as hard as he possibly can, but with the rain this morning, the rubber has been washed off the circuit. They're lapping at 59.3, 59.4, which is a full second off their qualifying pace on a relatively green track now here this afternoon. Look at Maya Veg, she's in position 3. She's one step away, if she can get past O'Sullivan, from taking a win. She's running out of time though, she's on the back of the Englishman. Maya Veg not close enough to make a move, she'll get the run. O'Sullivan runs wide, he has to cover himself down into turn number 1. Maya Veg will get the slipstream. The LKE engine winds up versus the Vortex down into turn number 1. Maya Veg, she's not close enough to spike the slipstream. There's Evan Millay still under pressure from the Brazilian. Gabriel Bortoleto, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Mini, O'Sullivan, Veg, Millay, and Bortoleto. O'Sullivan starts to recover. They're running out of time. Maya's on the podium, but she wants more. The girl from Amsterdam, she lives in Spain these days. Will she move up to second? She's all over the back of the Englishman. Into the Bet Italy hairpin. She has to make a move because Evan Millay is starting to close. Evan Millay in the VDK racing kart. It will be a battle of 4 for the second and third steps off the podium. 2 laps to go for Gabriel Mini. The gap, 0.7 of a second. Fastest lap for Millay. The Frenchman is coming. Maya, she needs to make a move or she'll miss the podium. She knows it. She'll be able to hear the Perilla engine of Evan Millay. Right up behind her now with a lap and a half to go. She's aware of the threat from Evan Millay, an overcorrection on the exit. She'll lose time. Zach O'Sullivan, a little bit of breathing space. Past the abandoned cart of the Welshman Matthew Rees and Alessandro Cenadese. They join the list of retirements as well. Down the Vega tyres back straight for the second to last time. Maya on the back of O'Sullivan cannot make the move. Down into turn number 12. Here she comes. The gap is 0.7 between the Englishman and the Sicilian for first and second. Here's an opportunity. Is she too far back? Down the inside, Maya Veg up to second. Jerome Veg, her father in Valencia, Spain. We can hear him cheering, but she's back to third because Evan Millay has gone through to second. And now here comes the boy from Brazil, Gabriel Bortoleto, around the outside. Can she take the inside of the Dutch girl? Oh, Maya's off the podium. Bortoleto on the back of a Millay. Gabriel Mini will win the final, have no doubt here this afternoon. Millay up into position number 2. from grid number 9. The final opportunity, O'Sullivan fights back. Myers back to 5th, Malay in 2nd. What a race here in Naples! Malay in 2nd spot will not catch Mini. Bortoleto, the final step of the podium from pole back to 5th, will finish 3rd, but meanwhile, the checkered flag comes out. The boy from Sicily, Gabriel Mini, wins here at Sarno. Malay 2nd, and Gabriel Bortoleto, o Menino do Brasil, comes home. The final step of the podium. What a spectacular race here in Naples. There is the race winner, Gabriel Mini, winning from the Frenchman Malay. Bortoleto from Sao Paulo, from pole position, takes the final step of the podium. Just sensational. Congratulations to the Paralympic racing team. Also, VDK Racing, world champions in 2016 with Victor Martins, and they take 2nd here this afternoon. Gabriel Bortoleto from pole, he was 5th on the penultimate lap, takes the final step of the podium. That was sensational. We take a look at the replay of the highlights. Bortoleto, remember, scrappy opening formation lap. He almost missed the start. He was slow out of pit lane. The kart stalled, but he did rejoin. Did take the lead from Huntley and David, who unfortunately would retire. Kirill Small, I can tell you, has taken the lead in the championship from Mini. Bortoleto sits 3rd in the series. We'll get to that a little bit later. Gabriel Mini, an intelligent try for the Sicilian. Zach O'Sullivan would ultimately finish 4th. This was the move that won the race. Mini down the inside. Dino Paganovic, the Swede, was looking good for a podium early on. Would ultimately finish in position 6. Maya there, she was briefly up onto the podium. She was into 2nd. Also, she drove as hard as she possibly could, and finishing in position number 5. The sensational drive. Gabriel Mini from there would walk away. He would ultimately win by nearly 2 seconds here at Sarno. Malay from grid number 9. That was the story of the race. The VDK Racing team driver from France, super quick. Just checking, I believe he did set the fastest lap of the race. Indeed, with a 59.099. That's when Maya lost the podium. She drove superbly though. Had to attack Malay, had to defend from Bortoleto. In the end, could do neither. Bortoleto around the outside, got the drive, and would take the final step of the podium. The checkered flag for Gabriel Mini from Sicily. He wins the final here of OK Junior at the foot of Mount Vesuvius at Circuito Internazionale Napoli. Gabriel Mini, nearly 2 seconds, takes the win and puts himself 2nd in the championship to Kirill Small by just 1 point. Malay 2nd from grid number 9, and Gabriel Bortoleto from Brazil just scrapes onto the podium on the final corner of the race. We'll bring you the podium presentation in just a moment, and we will hear the national anthem of Italy here at Sarno. The WSK Supermaster Series, the replay of round 2 here in Naples, the podium presentation for the junior category in just a moment. What a sensational final here this afternoon. The sun has come out to shine. A brilliant junior race to start the afternoon. Thankfully, on dry bitumen, the 2nd round, the replay of the WSK Supermaster Series here at Circuito Internazionale Napoli. The first of our 4 finals here this afternoon. The Vega caps go on the drivers. 3 different nationalities. The Italian, the Brazilian, the Frenchman. Just sensational here this afternoon under threatening skies. What a backdrop. Mount Vesuvius towering over the Sarno circuit. The track that was built back in 1994. celebrating 25 years of operation next year. We are ready to get underway with our podium presentation. What a race for the boy from Sao Paulo. It was hectic off the start. In third place for Team CRG, O Menino do Brasil, Gabriel Bortoleto. Second place from grid number 9. Driving for the WSK racing team from France. Let's hear it for Evan Malay. An exhausted Evan gets his way up onto the podium. It was a brilliant drive once again from last year's Supermaster Series champion in the mini class. The winner of the second round of the series for Team Paralin from Sicily, from Italy, Il Vincitore, Gabriel Mini. The girls to present the trophy. In third place, the boy from Brazil, Gabriel Bortoleto. In second place, from France for WSK Racing, Evan Malay. Il Vincitore, the winner of the second round of the WSK Supermaster Series from Italy, Gabriele Mini. As we stand by for the national anthem of Italy. The podium for the junior final here this afternoon. Third place from Brazil, Gabriel Bortoleto. Second place, Evan Malay. And the winner from Italy, Gabriele Mini. That is the junior podium. Stay with us on WSK.it. The OK final live in just a few moments. The podium here for the junior category. What a tremendous drive from the Sicilian Gabriele Mini. It puts him second place in the championship, which is still being led by the Russian Kirill Small on 212 to 211. The showdown in 7 days' time right here, once again at Sarno. Well, stay with us on WSK.it in just a few moments. The